Hello everyone. In this session we will discuss Lagrange's and Newton polynomials. So it is interpolation. Let's say we have some points as x. Let's say we have x0, x1, x2 and up to xn, and for these points we have a function value f. Let's say we have y as y0, y1, y2 and so on up to yn. Then these points, the points at which the value is occurring, is known as point of interpolation and these points are known as values of interpolation. Basically these are x values for which corresponding y values are present, right? So overall how many terms we have? Overall we have some n plus 1 such points, right? Or such sequence or anything. Points and its values also, right? So in that case, this Lagrange's polynomial is given by Pn x is equal to sum of from j equal to 0 to n Lj of x into f of xj. Fine, we'll see what are these terms. So where Lj is given as, Lj is actually the basis of this polynomial. You can say this Lj will be basis of Lagrange polynomial, and it is given by Lj is equal to, it is product of x, let's x minus x0 up to x minus x j minus 1, and after that leaving that j term x minus x j plus 1 up to x minus xn, that is the last term, divided by xj minus x0, xj minus up to xj minus xj minus 1, and then continuing from j plus 1 xj minus xj plus 1 and up to xj minus xn. So this is how this basis of Lagrange's polynomial is given, that is Lj, and then all we have to do is sum up all this term, sum of the product of the function values and the LJs of this function. So this function Pn will be given as sum of Lj for xi into f of xi up to n. So basically we are going to get a function, a polynomial function, which will satisfy all the data points, or I'll say all the values of interpolation for the point of interpolation. That means there has to be a polynomial function f of x, so that every time we put the value of x, we are going to get the value of y, right? So all the point of interpolation should give value of interpolation as implemented or substituted in this function f of x. That is what our aim is here, right? So this is the Lagrange's polynomial, and then for the Newton's case, for Newton's polynomial we need Newton's basis, that is Ej. This is given by product of like x minus x naught up to x minus x j minus 1. So a term till, or the previous term till xj. So this is known as Newton's basis, right? This is Newton's basis. So like that, if we want to find E naught, we are not having any term less than x of naught, so this is going to be simply 1. For E1 it is going to be x minus x naught. For E2 it is going to be x minus x naught into x minus x1, and so on. Then this Newton's polynomial Pn, x is given as sum of, from j equal to 0, alpha j Ej of x up to n. And what are these alpha? These alpha can be determined by the alpha j determined by divided difference. We will see some of the basic ones, like zero order divided difference which is given as alpha naught will be f of x naught, that is the value of interpolation. And then first order divided difference, which will be alpha 1, is given as f of x1 minus f of x naught divided by x1 minus x naught, which we write as f of x naught x1. This is alpha 1. Similarly, second order divided difference will be alpha 2, which is f of x1 x2, now two terms, minus f of x naught x1 divided by x2 minus x naught. and this is given as f of x0, x1, x2, right? So overall, in general, this alpha k will be given as f of x1 up to xk minus f of x0 up to xk minus 1 divided by x of k minus x0, which is also given as f of x0 comma up to xk. We will see there's nothing such difficulty in there. There's nothing much so complex. We'll see this. So this Pn x is going to be, now that e of 0 is given as 1, so I'm directly writing f of x0, that is the 0 order difference, plus j equal to 1 up to n f of x0 up to xj into ejx. So this is the polynomial for the Lagrange's interpolation, and we have already seen the one for, sorry, this one is for Newton's interpolation, and we have already seen for Lagrange's polynomial.